Why are Trump sneakers triggering hip-hop culture? In a move that has sent shockwaves through the sneaker world and hip-hop culture, Donald Trump has unveiled his latest venture, the Golden Sneakers. This bold entry into the sneaker market isn't just about footwear. It's a cultural statement intertwining the worlds of politics, fashion, and music in a way never seen before. Hip-hop culture, with its deep-rooted connection to sneaker culture, has long celebrated sneakers as symbols of identity, style, and belonging. These communities prize authenticity and grassroots credibility above all, making the introduction of a Trump-branded sneaker a topic of intense debate and interest. How will this blend of politics and urban culture affect the long-standing relationship between hip-hop and sneakers? Let's explore this association's rich history and current state to fully grasp this unprecedented crossover's potential impact. The early days of hip-hop, bubbling up in the streets of New York City in the 1970s, were marked by a raw and rebellious energy. Breakdancing, graffiti art, and DJing formed the core of the culture, and fashion became a way to represent this new identity. Basketball sneakers were a natural fit, particularly those from Adidas and Puma. They offered the durability needed for breakdancing battles and the streetwise aesthetic that resonated with the burgeoning movement. These weren't just any sneakers. They were worn with a specific style: Kangol hats, baggy jeans, and tracksuits, creating a distinct visual language for hip-hop. This synergy took a monumental leap forward in the 1980s with the arrival of Run DMC. The Queensbridge Trio weren't just rappers. They were cultural icons whose love for Adidas superstars was legendary. They wore them everywhere, from street corners to music videos. They even penned a now iconic track, My Adidas, that declared their unwavering loyalty to the brand. The song wasn't just a catchy tune, it was a bold statement. These rising stars were demanding respect and recognition, not just for themselves but also for their chosen footwear. Adidas, initially hesitant, eventually recognized the marketing potential and struck a groundbreaking deal with Run DMC. This wasn't just a celebrity endorsement, but a cultural partnership that redefined the relationship between sneakers and music. Run DMC's influence wasn't limited to Adidas sales. They helped elevate sneakers from athletic wear to a coveted fashion statement, impacting mainstream trends and paving the way for future collaborations. The 1990s witnessed a further evolution in this dynamic partnership. Hip-hop diversified, with regional scenes flourishing and subgenres emerging. This translated into the sneaker world as well. The rise of West Coast gangsta rap saw brands like Reebok and Fila gain traction, reflecting the flashier, more athletic aesthetic. Meanwhile, on the East Coast, the emergence of hardcore rap saw a resurgence of classic silhouettes like Adidas shells and Puma suedes. This era also saw the birth of sneaker collecting as a serious hobby. Influential figures like DJ Khaled and Fab Five Freddy, a prominent hip-hop figure and early MTV personality, began showcasing their extensive collections. Limited edition releases became a coveted prize, fueled by scarcity and cultural significance. In 1996, Nike collaborated with the Wu-Tang Clan, the legendary Staten Island rap collective, for a limited edition Dunk High. This release, featuring the Wu-Tang logo and their signature yellow and black color scheme, was a watershed moment. It wasn't just about owning a pair of sneakers, it was a badge of honor, a way to declare your allegiance to the Wu-Tang legacy. This concept of limited edition releases tied to hip-hop artists became a marketing goldmine, with brands like Nike, Adidas, and Reebok all vying for partnerships with the hottest names in the industry. The impact of hip-hop on sneakers goes beyond endorsements and limited editions. It fostered a culture of sneaker design innovation. Hip-hop artists, known for their love of bold statements and pushing boundaries, inspired brands to experiment with new materials, colorways, and technological advancements. They weren't just passive consumers, but active participants in shaping sneaker culture. Take Kanye West, for example. His Yeezy collaboration with Adidas has made it a billion-dollar brand known for its futuristic designs and focus on comfort. Similarly, Pharrell Williams' work with Reebok and Adidas blurred the lines between music and fashion, creating iconic and highly sought-after sneakers like the Ice Cream Bapestas and the NMD Human Race series. Hip-hop's influence extends beyond the realm of sneakers and fashion. It has empowered a generation of entrepreneurs. Rappers like Master P from New Orleans and Jay-Z from Brooklyn understood the power of their brand. They leveraged it to build empires beyond music. Master P launched his sneaker brand, Moneyati. At the same time, Jay-Z co-founded Rocawear Clothing, showcasing the entrepreneurial spirit embedded within hip-hop culture. The intertwining of hip-hop culture and sneaker fashion has led to numerous iconic partnerships, highlighting the deep connection between these two worlds. Sneakers have evolved beyond simple footwear, embodying political stances and personal identity statements. Donald Trump's introduction of golden sneakers represents a strategic attempt to connect with a group historically viewed as beyond his core supporters. By tapping into the significant influence of sneakers within the African American and hip-hop communities, Trump aims to build rapport, showcasing his understanding of the cultural significance of these items. His claim that legal challenges and his foray into branded merchandise like these sneakers resonate with black voters has stirred discussions. The situation is further enriched by public endorsements from celebrities such as Fat Joe, who have shown support for Trump's sneakers, thus weaving together politics, business, and cultural identity in a way that has never been seen before, creating a complex and dynamic narrative. Sneakers have long served as a platform for political messages, whether intended by their makers or interpreted by their wearers. Brands such as New Balance and Nike have been thrust into the spotlight of political debates, showcasing the intricate ties between sneaker culture and socio-political contexts. New Balance encountered criticism for what was seen as an endorsement of Donald Trump's trade policies, demonstrating how rapidly a brand's image can be politicized and elicit strong responses from its audience. On the other hand, Nike's efforts to stay neutral faced doubts, underscoring that politics and sneaker culture are inextricably linked, making neutrality challenging to maintain. The sneaker industry reflects a broader consumer culture characterized by pursuing limited edition footwear and developing an exclusive community. Events such as sneaker conventions, online forums, and the thriving resale market contribute to a sophisticated network where power dynamics and societal hierarchy are evident. The culture thrives on brand elegance, social prestige, and the latest fashion currents, with leading brands like Nike, Adidas, and Puma shaping consumer preferences through well-crafted marketing campaigns and partnerships with celebrities and sports figures. Donald Trump's venture into the sneaker market adds a new layer to the political significance of sneakers. Trump and his supporters argue that his popularity among black voters is partly due to a perceived common ground in his legal challenges and an assumed shared interest in sneakers within the black community. This perspective, however, glosses over the intricate factors that influence voting behavior and simplifies the deep-rooted connection between black Americans and sneaker culture into a simplistic exchange. The quick sellout of Trump's Never Surrender sneakers has faced backlash for seemingly exploiting racial cliches and trying to monetize cultural icons for political advantage. Trump's entry into the sneaker market illustrates the wider practice of turning cultural symbols into commodities and employing them to shape and steer public sentiment and voting patterns. The debates and criticisms these sneakers have sparked underscore an ongoing conversation between the creators and the buyers of sneakers. This dialogue involves a dynamic process of negotiating and reinterpreting the value and symbolism of these products. Concluding our video on Donald Trump's venture into the sneaker market with the golden sneakers, we are prompted to consider the outcomes of such a daring maneuver. This fusion of politics and fashion raises questions about its potential to influence the African American voting power, or if it represents a misunderstanding of hip-hop culture and its core principles. Sneaker enthusiasts, celebrated for their dedication and extensive understanding of sneaker culture, now encounter a crossroads, whether to acquire Trump's sneakers or not. This choice transcends simple fashion preferences or political inclinations. It signifies a declaration of personal identity and loyalty. What do you think? Will Trump's golden sneakers carve out a place in the pantheon of sneaker culture, or will they be dismissed as a fleeting gimmick? And more importantly, what does this tell us about the power of sneakers as cultural symbols in today's society? If you found this discussion insightful and thought-provoking, we encourage you to support our channel. Your likes and shares help us keep the conversation going, bringing more content like this to the forefront. For updates on the latest trends, deep dives into cultural phenomena, and more, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Let's continue exploring the fascinating intersections of culture, fashion, and politics.